All right, if you're an Amazon seller who's serious about growing, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to crack the code on Amazon's advertising platform, PPC, and show you how to turn those clicks into a serious long-term advantage. Let's just dive right in. So this is the big question, isn't it? The one every seller asks. You're on this massive digital shelf with literally millions of other products. Just having a great product? Well, it's not enough anymore. You have to get seen. So how in the world do you cut through all that noise and get your product in front of shoppers at the exact moment they're ready to pull out their wallets? And the answer is Amazon PPC. Now, this is not just another ad platform you tack on. It's Amazon's own built-in system designed for one thing: putting your products in the spotlight. Think of it as your engine for getting seen, for driving sales, and for actually building a brand name, all inside the biggest store on the planet. But why is it so essential? I mean, ads are ads, right? Well, not really. Let's break down what makes Amazon PPC a completely different beast than the kind of advertising you might be used to. This right here, this gets to the heart of it. Old school ads tried to pull a customer away from what they're doing, but Amazon PPC, it finds them right there on the platform, credit card in hand, ready to buy. But here's the absolute game changer. Your paid ad performance directly juices your organic ranking. The more sales you get from ads, the higher Amazon ranks you, which means you get more free organic sales. It's this incredible flywheel effect that you just don't find anywhere else. So, how does this machine actually run? Let's pop the hood for a minute and see what's going on behind the scenes that decides which ads you see and which ones you don't. You might think it's just a simple auction. Whoever bids the most wins, but nope, it's way smarter than that. Amazon's system is all about something called ad rank, and that's a mix of your bid, sure, but also how relevant your product is. Things like your click-through rate and, crucially, your conversion rate are huge. This means a super relevant ad can actually win a top spot and pay less than a competitor with a higher bid. It's all about relevance. And the way you set it all up is pretty logical. It follows this clear hierarchy. You start at the very top with a campaign, which is where you set your overall budget and your big picture strategy. Then, inside that, you have your ad groups, where you lump similar products together. Then, you've got the specific products you're advertising, which are triggered by the keywords and targets you choose. It's a clean flow, from broad strategy down to the nitty-gritty. Now, Amazon doesn't just give you one tool for the job. They give you a whole toolkit of different ad types. Let's take a look at the main ones so you can figure out which tool is right for which job. Okay, let's break these down real quick. Think of sponsored products as your workhorse. They're the ads you see right in the search results, and their main job is to drive sales, period. Then you have sponsored brands. That's your big billboard at the very top of the page, perfect for getting your brand name out there. And finally, sponsored display is your follow-up system. It lets you retarget shoppers who've looked at your stuff, following them around on and even off Amazon. Using all three is how you build a real full funnel strategy. Okay, pause. Before you even think about spending one single dollar on ads, you have to lay the groundwork. Honestly, this might be the most important step of all. Amazon calls this retail readiness, and trust me, it is absolutely non-negotiable. Sending paid traffic to a weak, unoptimized product page is like pouring expensive water into a leaky bucket. It's just a waste. Your listing, your titles, your images, your reviews, your price, your inventory, all of that directly impacts your conversion rate. And that is the single biggest key to making your ads profitable. Get this right first. All right, so you're all set up, your listing is looking sharp, and you're ready to launch. Let's talk strategy, because this is not a slow cooker. You can't just set it and forget it. This is a dynamic, hands-on playbook. Here's a flow that just plain works. You start in the research phase. You use automatic campaigns, letting Amazon's algorithm do the heavy lifting to find out what customers are actually searching for. Then you move into performance. You take those winning keywords and you move them into manual campaigns, where you have total control over the bids. From there, you build branded campaigns to protect your own turf and competitor campaigns to go steal some of their sales. It's this beautiful cycle of discovery, control, and then scale. And to make that playbook really sing, you have to dodge these common mistakes. So many people just leave their auto campaigns running forever. Don't do that. You have to actively use negative keywords to stop bleeding money on searches that don't make sense. And please, please do not set it and forget it. You got to be in there every week, optimizing what's working and cutting what isn't. So with all this activity, how do you actually know if you're winning? Well, you have to look at the scoreboard. And more importantly, you have to know which numbers actually matter. Okay, you're going to hear a lot about ACoS, your advertising cost of sale. It's important, but the metric that tells the whole story, the one that really matters, is TACoS, total ACoS. See, this one measures your ad spend against your total sales, including both paid and organic. This is the number that proves that flywheel is spinning. It shows you exactly how much your ads are lifting your entire business, not just the ad sales. And that brings us to this quote, which just nails it perfectly. You're not just buying traffic when you run these ads. You are actively investing in an engine that improves your product's organic ranking over time. It's a two-for-one deal that is completely unique to selling on Amazon. So, let's just boil it all down. To really win at this, you've got to master 3 things. 1, understand the auction so you can win efficiently. 2, keep your product pages retail ready, always, to maximize conversions. And 3, structure your campaigns for that cycle we talked about: discovery, control, and scale. So I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about. When you look at your own campaigns, what are you really doing? Are you just paying for short-term clicks, playing a game of whack-a-mole? Or are you strategically using this incredibly powerful tool to build a lasting asset, a highly ranked product with a strong sales history that's going to pay you back for years to come? The choice is yours.